You want to record? Okay. Good morning. I hope you have your seatbelt on because we will be zooming into 2021 with new things. And we already started with our installation. Last Saturday, we had our first hybrid activity. Some officers went to the Annex Temple for an in-person installation, while others were installed via Zoom. It was captured on video, and I'd like to share it with you now.
Everybody looks good. 私、超えたよ。桃菜になった。
Good morning. At the last general membership meeting in October, we elected a new slate of officers who will serve in 2021 and 2022. Today, we are installing them. A little background about today's installation. Last March, as the world faced a new threat, Hawaii began to close down, including our temple. The BWA had so many activities scheduled, but to comply with the various mandates, we canceled became the word. After canceling one executive board meeting and one general membership meeting, our brave, willing, and awesome group stepped into the virtual world of Zoom. This was great. We got to see each other, albeit on a small screen. Well, we're starting a new year, and I didn't want our BWA to simply continue the same way. Therefore, I asked Reverend Hagio if he could perform our installation in person. He said yes, as long as we kept the attendance limit. Thus, today's hybrid Zoom in-person ceremony was born. Thank you to Reverend Hagio, Reverend Hasebe, and Roy Umori for making this happen today. We'll begin with the installation ceremony. When I call your name, please come forward and oshoko and pick up a candle. There's a little switch at the bottom. Please turn it on. For those on Zoom, please wave when I call your name, then gasho when your name is called. Thank you. President Cynthia Om. First Vice President Joe Desmarais. Treasurer Don Nabeshima. Auditor Tomoko Takeda. And on Zoom, our second VP, Leanne Wong. Please wave and then gasho. Recording Secretary, Charlene Kihara. Corresponding Secretary, Arlene Matsubara. Assistant Treasurer Lillian Kadomoto. Auditor Claire Groom. Director Tamayo Matsumoto. Director Barbara Brennan. Director Ellie Hewitt. Okay, I'm not sure if these people are present. We have Director Sharon Nakai, Director Charlene Tom, Director Lillian Ishii, and I am the immediate past president, Diane Ida.
Hawaii Betsuin BWA officers, you receive the candlelight, which is a symbol of Amida Buddha's wisdom and great compassion. As it is said, the light of a small candle will spread from one to another in succession. So the light of a Buddha will pass on from one mind to another endlessly. Please share this light as Buddha's mind, and whenever and whatever you may be able to do, please keep in your mind to assist and help constantly practicing Amida's compassion. Then you can carry out, accomplish your project. So as a praise and guidance, let's recite the three treasures. I go to the Buddha for guidance. I go to the Dharma for guidance. I go to the Sangha for guidance. On the authority in me, as the installing officers, it is my privilege to declare you officially installed as the officers of Hawaii Betsuin BWA for 2021. Congratulations. May you have a successful year. Thank you.
Congratulations and mahalo to the new officers and directors of the Hawaii Betsuin BWA. Thank you. The last part of the video was for Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Since there was no parade this year, the BWA Federation had a list of things to do. One was to put lei on Shinran's statue and take a picture. Some PBA students put the lei on earlier in the week, so we just took a picture. I wish to thank Reverend Hasebe for helping with the temple Zoom, to Reverend Hagio, who agreed to the hybrid installation, and to Roy Umori for the video work. And as outgoing president, thank you to all of the BWA members for your support during the past 2 years. I feel very fortunate to have worked with so many kind and giving people. Each person on our executive board was such an inspiration to me. Okage-sama de, I was able to complete my term as president. And now, here is your new president, Cynthia Alm, AKA Cindy.
Thank you so much, Diane, for your leadership this past 2 years and even before then, especially last year as we faced so many changes because of COVID-19. You really have brought us to a good place, and I look forward to serving the organization for the next 2 years. At this time, we're going to move to the business part of the meeting. And then following that, we'll have a new member initiation and then brief New Year's gathering online. So the agenda for the meeting is on your screen. I'd like to call the meeting to order. It is 9:21 in the morning. Rimban Hagio, if you could please give an aspiration.
Sensei, you need to unmute.
Good morning, everyone. As an aspect of the social conditions, Prince Shotoku pointed out, peaceful and harmonious relationships are based on the mutual acceptance of difference and respect for others. This kind of a relationship is a fund of the spirit of respect. Without this kind of thinking, a peaceful world isn't possible. So let's keep the mind, respect each other in peaceful harmony. So as a guidance, let's recite the 3 treasures. I go to the Buddha for guidance. I go to the Dharma for guidance. I go to the Sangha for guidance. Thank you.
Thank you. And minister's report.
Right now, I don't have any special report. Just we waiting reopening conditions. So, like last year, we have 3 services every Sunday, line service, and then Dharma school by the Zoom, and also we sent into the Japanese service, Japanese letter service, and then also we observing memorial service and funeral service by the limited 9 people. That is we are right now conditions. Okay, so next month I might report more detail. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Our next item is the minutes of the October meeting. Thank you. This was circulated along with the materials for today's meeting. Thank you, Arlene, for your work and service as our secretary. Are there any additions or corrections to the minutes? Not, we would need to have a motion to approve the minutes.
This is Sharon. I move to accept the minutes.
And Sharon Sekine moved.
Yeah.
We need a second.
This is Charlene Tom, I second.
Hi, Charlene. Thank you for your second. Are there any additions, corrections, clarifications, changes to propose for the minutes? Just give you a chance to see it as it scrolls through. Okay. If not, all those, we probably have to do it the other way. If there are any objections to the approval of the minutes, please indicate by raising your hand. Just got to check. Okay. So no objections. The minutes as presented are approved. Our next item on the agenda is the financial report. Dawn?
Good morning. COVID has affected us in ways that I guess everybody would have expected. We were not able to have many fundraisers. I believe there was only one fundraiser before the COVID hit, and so our revenues, both our revenues and our expenditures for 2021 have been greatly affected, and so the budget was adjusted to reflect this. We are hopeful though that we will be able to resume fundraising and increase revenues as the year progresses, and with the vaccination, everyone being vaccinated, but I guess that remains to be seen. So our projected revenues are far below what they were last year. We have,
So, Dawn, could you
go ahead.
kind of back up a bit, and if you
Oh,
could
sure.
go over the fourth quarter financials for 2020, which I think are on the screen now. And Lillian Kadomoto, our assistant treasurer, had prepared those for our
Okay, so do we need to have these approved?
So this is for review by our general membership, and I think you can just to show, the revenues that we had for fourth quarter. We had donation and membership and reimbursement from Honolulu United BWA. And then our expenditures included postage and copying and so on. So at the end of 2020, our balance of 43,237.87. Okay, if we can scroll to the year end. Is there a year end figure? Okay, so that's the fourth quarter. Okay, and then let's go to the next. Oh, okay. Can we back up a bit on the, I think this is out of order. And I put this together, so I apologize for this. Okay, let's back up. Can you go all the way? Okay, right there. Okay, so that's the financial report for the fourth quarter, and this is being presented to the members for your review. Okay, let's go to the next slide. And that is a continuation of the fourth quarter financial. That's separate. Okay, that's our proposed budget. And let's go to the next document. Okay, we're missing a couple of documents. So let me, if we can stop the screen share, and I'll try to put those up. I apologize. I was the one that put that set of files together. Didn't get all of the materials together properly. Okay, so. Are you able to see the financial report on the screen?
Only a quarter of the report is visible. There, that's good.
Okay, I can make it smaller. Okay, so this is for year end 2020. Okay, so Don, maybe if you'd like to go over that, and then we'll ask, if the figures are all right, then we will ask the membership to accept that, or we'll accept it subject to audit, and then we'll go over the budget.
Okay. Again, revenues were down last year. Mini market revenues were only $701.75.
Dawn, we can't hear you.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Can you hear me? Is this
Now
better?
we can, yes.
Okay, great. Okay, so revenues are down. The big one of the big factors that affected this is that we couldn't have any fundraisers. So there was only $701.75 from the mini market that as of December, whereas the last year it was $8,965. So, I'm sorry, it was $3,000. It was proposed $8,000, but the actual in 2020 was only $3,000 that revenue. So we have and our expenditures, while some of them remain the same, we ended up with a total expenditure of $8,404.08, I believe. So our cash balance as at the end of December 31st was $43,232.87. And I think Lillian Kawamoto, I'm not sure what this Kokua Fund report. Do you mind stepping in to explain the Kokua Fund report, please?
The Kukua Fund is a fund we set aside for special occasion like registration for going to conventions. But this year we just had mini market, which was $350.75 credited to last year, the other year. So the balance as of December 2020 is $15,632.54. I think Forrest can explain more in detail. Forrest?
I'll say something.
Okay.
The Kokua Fund was established to help pay for expenses that we our organization, we plan, and then our members used to have to pay out of their own pockets to work at the convention or to do other things. I'm not sure whether bus trips are also covered under COCOA fund. It may come out of the regular fund, but definitely we have an upcoming convention on Maui in 2022, I guess. Yeah. But anyway, if you notice, the mini market is set to receive 50% of the fundraising. And so that's where the 350.75 comes from. So what we're looking at, especially now, is the convention in Japan. What year was it? I think it's 2023. Is that right?
23.
Okay, well, anyway, our last trip was to San Francisco, and this fund was able to pay for everybody's convention fees, 350. I forget how much exactly, but it was quite an amount, and so it doesn't pay for our airfare, etc. But anyway, that kind of explains. There may be other expenses that comes out of the mini market. I'm not sure.
Thank you, Florence. And then the last slide is this just shows you the budget from 2020 in comparison to year to date, and you can see how our fundraising had been affected, how the mini market budget at the start of 2020, and then where we ended up at the end of the year. We had some significant differences in our plan, financial plan starting 2020 and where we ended up. Are there any questions about the year-end finances?
This is Susan Morishige. I have a request. When we have in the future, when we have treasurer's reports, is it possible to not call the previous balance, the cash balance and our revenues for that quarter, total revenues?
Okay.
It's not total revenues, it's a positive balance, but it's actually a subtotal,
Okay.
right? Yeah.
We'll have the treasurers take a look at how we report our finances for the next meeting. Thank you,
Also,
Susan.
I have another request. Can I make another request?
Yes.
Okay. For the dues, because I didn't realize I had not paid my dues and I had to be reminded. And I don't think it's an embarrassment for dues, if you were to list the names of the people who paid for that quarter, what the dues of $1,515, for example, in the fourth quarter represented. If you just put the last name, or
okay.
It's only going to take maybe a few lines, but there's lots of space on this report, really. And that would, if I look at all of the quarter, I would figure out I hadn't paid. All of the different reports I hadn't paid.
Yeah.
A reminder is good, but I had the reminder at the end of the year. I could have paid earlier.
We understand. Yeah. We're looking at different ways of reminding our members, and Don Nabishino has been thinking about that. So thank you, Susan, for those comments. So if there are no other comments, we will accept the Treasurer's report for 2020, subject to audit. And then our next and last item of business under Treasurer's report is the budget for 2021. And that was also sent out to you in your packet of information. And let me see if I can pull that up. Let's see. And Dawn, if you'd like to just briefly go over the budget, and we'll ask for the members' approval for the 2021 budget.
Thank you, Cynthia. Okay, so there, as I started to say, and I got ahead of everything. The budget for 2021 has been slightly adjusted so that because of the COVID, and also with hopes that we will be able to resume some of the activities, regular activities towards the end of the year. Some of the things that were adjusted would be fundraisers and revenues, the second line fundraisers. We have a really great team of members headed by Penny Atchison, who is looking into virtual fundraisers online, especially for the rummage sale and for a lot of the donations we received that have been stored all of last year because they were unable to do fundraisers for that. So looking into the fundraisers, please, and there's also a website in the making. Please look ahead in the coming year for new ways that BWA has looked into and are achieving fundraising events. We proposed that, so the fundraisers budget for revenue was decreased because of this for now. Total revenues we anticipate or proposed is 5,920, whereas last year it was 8,965. And the actual amount of revenues last year was actually about $3,000. So moving on to expenditures, there were several areas in which the budget was decreased. One is copies and paper supplies. Goji support was decreased slightly. Funds for a general membership meeting were decreased because of the, right now we are unable to meet in the hall in person, and it is via Zoom, so that budget was decreased. The archives committee was slightly decreased, the budget. The year-end ore was decreased slightly by 100 from 500 to 400. And gift cards and Dharma School, the high school grads, Fort Gakuen grads, that budget was decreased. That is variable according to the number of graduates. So this was maybe not COVID related. It was just more of an actual figure. And I'm sorry, there was one thing that was increased. The special programs and workshops budget was increased by 150 to a total of 300 to allow our the committee to go ahead with the website for fundraisers. So we're investing money into this new venture so that we can make money later on. That's business. Sometimes you have to invest the money before you can, to be able to make money. So the budget was increased by 150 to accommodate the fee for the website. That's how much they would be charging us.
Thank you, Dawn.
Okay, go ahead.
Are there any questions on the proposed 2021 budget?
Cindy,
Yes.
I was wondering on the expenditures for the coming year, BWA dues to United should be 117. for active members, and was it 59 for inactive members? Is that correct?
I think I might need Sharon Sekine's help
Yeah.
on what the actual dollar number is.
If Noreen is here, maybe yes, the actual number now is 117 active members. I can't find my document.
650.
And 59 for inactive?
I believe that's true.
Yep. You mean in
So
terms of the associate members, we have about 60. That's right.
Oh, 50.
59 associate
60.
members.
Yeah.
So is that the funds that we have to disperse to United?
Yes, the 128 and the
No,
right?
One, no, it should be 117.
Oh, that's a budget figure. So that's
The
what
budget figure,
we're
yeah.
estimating. So it's not the actual number. That's what we're budgeting for. So we're hoping to have 128, and that's the figure that we are using for 2021, rather than.
Yeah, this is Sharon. Actually, the 128 and the 48 for associate, that was a previous figure we had when we had to report in before we had the actual numbers, which is the actual number is now lower for active members.
So
I
Sharon,
think
what
that's-
amount?
So no, you have to leave it as it is because that's the budget that they worked on at the time. That was the numbers they worked on, but in actuality, it'll be different when we do pay our dues.
Okay, so how much do we disperse to United?
Oh,
For this year,
Yes.
for United, you would pay for active members 117 members, and for the
59.
associate, it would be 59.
Okay.
okay. Thank you. Are there any other questions? I'd like to have a motion to approve the proposed budget.
This is Diane. I move to accept this budget.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Yes, Carol Ogino will second it.
Thank you, Carol. It's been moved and seconded to approve the proposed budget. If there are any objections, please indicate by raising your hand. Carol? Do you have an objection to the budget? Don't see any other objection. Okay.
Okay, that was my oops. I'm sorry, I made a
Okay,
mistake.
thank you.
So
All
sorry.
right. So no objections to the proposed. It's hard to do this on Zoom. We kind of go opposite of what we normally do in person. So the proposed budget for 2021 is accepted. Thank you very much, and thank you for your questions on it. We're gonna. We have a lot of other items to complete for today. So our next item is the committee reports. And because of COVID-19, we've had limitation on what we've been able to do as a committee last year. Although we did do quite a bit for the community with providing and making face masks, and then also sending postcards to people. What I'd like to do is to introduce our committee chairs for 2021. We sent out the volunteer opportunities, and so you haven't had a chance to see what we're looking at in terms of participation in committees for the coming year. And there's a description of the different activities that the committees are involved in. So Archives Committee is Penny Atchison. Communications Committee is Diane Marshall. Let's see if I can maybe spotlight Penny and Diane. Let's see. So that's Penny Atchison. Are you able to? I'm not able to see the gallery view. Penny, if you could maybe.
I'm getting a message that the host has stopped my video.
Oh no!
I must look pretty bad, but here.
Oh, I was trying to spotlight
Anyway,
it. I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's okay. That's me, Penny.
Okay. Can you start your video again?
Okay, let's see.
And I'm going to spotlight it. There you go. There's
Hello.
Penny. Okay, my apologies. Okay.
No problem.
Our communications person is Diane Marshall. Community service, Wendy Umori. Family Promise, Sharon Sekine. We're going to see how many spotlights I'm going to be able to add here. Hosha, Claire Groom. Membership is Sharon Sekine and also Noreen Lian. Oh, I can't.
I'm not sure if Noreen. Oh, there's Noreen. There she is.
It says she's spotlighted. Okay. Mini Market is Florence Wasai. Publicity, Fujiko Motobu, Diane Ida, and Joe Demaray. Is Fujiko spotlighted?
I got you, Cindy. I'm
Okay.
doing spotlighting.
Okay, great. All right, thanks. The refreshments are Charlotte Miyamoto and MC and ushers Lillian Inatsuka. And our finance committee auditors are Claire Groom and Tomoko Taketa. So thank you to our committee chairs who are volunteering their time to lead the committees for 2021-22. And welcome. Our next item of business is just to recap the Honolulu United BWA General Membership Meeting. I think we might have mentioned that previously. Our speaker was Sharon Sekine, and we had a nice historical journey. And then also recognized and had a memorial service for the members who had passed away. Our new business, the calendar of events has been circulated. We normally do a 1 year calendar of events, but because things are so fluid with COVID-19 and restrictions and lifting of restrictions and so on, we are looking only 3 months ahead. And so that calendar gives you a list of the BWA activities for February, March, and April. The dues for 2021 remain at $15. And thank you to our treasurer, Don Nabeshima, for creating a renewal form. This is, as I understand it, the first of its type for our BWA. We created it because normally at the first general membership meeting, we make an announcement about the dues, but because we're not in person, we decided that we would send a dues renewal notice. That did go out. We did receive and have received some dues that have already come in. If you've already sent in your dues and received this notice, please disregard it, and we very much appreciate your sending in your dues and participating in 2021. There's also on that form an opportunity, if you wish, to make a donation to BWA, and you could designate your donation either in memory of or in honor of someone, and we would greatly appreciate any donations we receive, just because it's a little more challenging during the COVID-19 for us to do the type of fundraisers that we normally have, which are in-person fundraisers. Yes.
Could I thank Fujiko Motobu for her beautiful Year of the Ox drawing that she so graciously sent me copies so that we could use them. Thank you, Fujiko.
Yes. Thank you. And we'll see it again a little bit later on as well. So for Family Promise, we did participate in Family Promise in January. They've changed their procedure. Instead of families staying at the temple grounds and then volunteers from the temple providing meals, they are staying on an off-site facility, and then our volunteers cooked a dinner for them and delivered. And so you can see Diane, Ida, Sharon, Sekine Shartam, Wendy Umori, and Charlene Kihara at the temple parking area, and then how the delivery was made of the individually prepared meals. For the Dana Day collection, again, we normally provide this in person. It was included in your packet. This is part of a worldwide effort. It's a collection of donations that will then be donated to organizations in our community that support women, elderly, and this year, because of the need, we not only gave to our usual 4 or 5 organizations, we also gave donations one-time donations to other organizations that we thought were supporting people who would be in need due to COVID-19. And so we ask for your support in contributing toward the Dana Day Fund. There is a committee that selects the recipients of the Dana Awards. The last item on the new, second to the last item in new business, a virtual marketplace, and Penny, would you be able to give a brief update on the work that your committee is doing?
Yeah, most certainly. Hi all. So I'm going to try to be pretty brief, and by doing that, I'm not going to do most of the talking for this, but I want to tell you all that the virtual market and the BWA website is being kind of launched to cover two big kind of programs that are kind of exciting and new and may provide some opportunities that some of you would not otherwise think you could participate in development of a website. So we have the e-commerce part, or the marketplace, which, by the way, it's not going to replace the rummage sale fundraising, just because it can't at this point, especially, as well as it's kind of a different monster. Even from the mini market, it's going to be a little bit different, but we really see a lot of potential in using that format for launching a virtual market, as well as the part that from my archiving work that I've been done, that I'm very excited and everyone can participate in this, is the storytelling and story collecting of the, oh, it's up. No, don't put it up. Anyway, no, it's okay. The storytelling and the oral history and events part that we're hoping to incorporate into the website at some point. So I've asked a couple of people who have been helping out and to speak to what's going on with the non-technical part of developing the website, which everyone is able to participate in. So Sharon Yokoyama, could you tell people a little bit about some of the things you've been doing that are not necessarily technical? And I don't know if she needs a spotlight or not. Sharon. Okay, thank you. And unmute, yeah. Well, Sharon, you need to unmute.
Okay, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
I can hear you.
Well, hi everyone, and I wanted to let everybody know that I don't know very much about building the website, so I'm the least technical person. So I do most of the manual work, and some of the things that non-technical tasks that I've done is I've gone to pick through all the rummage sale donations, and we've been looking for dolls for now, and then taking them out and cleaning them. We do I've been doing a little bit of repairs to the dolls. I mean, and take photos of the dolls for the website, and well, kind of help a little with the inventory. Along the way, I learned a little bit about technology in a very safe environment. Kind of getting a little bit more comfortable about it. So that's about anything. I can't think of anything else right now, but there's always things to do, and encourage people to come, even those like me, not too tech savvy. Thank you.
Thanks, Sharon.
Okay, wait, Cindy, can
Mhm.
we ask Koki to tell a little bit about how some of that non-technical work is being implemented to build the site?
Okay, if we can do it quickly.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'll keep this brief, but I just wanted to say that I was really blown away by how BWA, when I moved back to Hawaii, had already moved online for your Zoom meetings. And with the opportunity to move the mini market online, it just seemed like one possibility to create safe opportunities, both in the technical aspects, like Auntie Sharon was saying, as well as COVID safe and distance ways to bring more of the BWA activities online. So I was really excited to plug into this project. And there's so many different ways that people could be involved. So really would love to have anyone on board. I think Auntie Wendy had a couple of words to say too.
Yes, I have a couple of words. Okay, I think I have about 10 seconds. What I wanted to say is that I'd like to recognize, two of our mother and daughter teams on our team. We have Cynthia and her daughter Rachel, and we have Penny and her daughter Koki. And I really have to give kudos to Rachel and Koki for leading us into the world of website development. It really is exciting, and I see enormous potential in all of the things that we are able to share. If you are piqued, if your interest is piqued in helping with our virtual store or in our real stories, we invite you to come and participate with us. It really is a lot of fun. So I wanted to tell you about Sunday, February 21st. So please put it on your calendar. February 21st, we are going to have a Hawaii Betsuin BWA virtual mini market party. And you will be able to see all of the items that we have in our sale inventory. You'll be able to see the beautiful photos, read the descriptions, see the pricing. So this will be our dry run in which we're able to test how our website is running. So it really is exciting. We invite you to participate, and thank you.
Thanks, Wendy, and thank you, Penny. Our last item under new business is the BWA State Membership Conference. And Sharon Sekine, if you could briefly discuss that. We will want to ask, just by show of hands, people's interest in attending the convention.
Okay, thank you, Cindy. As you can see up on your screen, there's what I want to say was every 4 years we have a state conference. It's called a state membership conference, and the host island it rotates from different uniteds. So this coming conference, which is called the 14th BW Federation BWA State Convention or Conference, is April 23rd and 24th of 2022. I know it seems like it's far away, but actually not really. Okay. So anyway, it's going to be hosted by Maui, and the site of the convention will be at the Wailuku Honganji, and the hotel where people will be staying at is the Maui Beach Hotel. There are some questions the planning committee wanted to ask us to give them responses to, so that it'll help in their planning. And so if you look up on your screen, you see it says survey at the very top right side. So if you can I know it seems, like hard to make a decision as to whether you want to attend something like this, because this happens only every 4 years. It's usually the year before the World Convention, which is also every 4 years. So, like Florence had mentioned earlier, the next World Convention will be in Kyoto, Japan in 2023. So, in preparation for it, we usually have our convention the year before that. And this is an opportunity for all of us to get together with the rest of the membership in the state, throughout the state. You get to meet people from all the different islands. And that's one way of forging more friendships, and, learning more about how all the different BWAs do things too, because then we learn from each other during that time. So anyway, I'd like to ask you to think about this really quickly. And then can you answer these questions for us by raising your hand, because we need to give this input to the planning committee on Maui. The first question is whether you definitely are interested in attending the state convention. Okay, so if you know for sure that you want to go, can you please raise your hand, and then Cindy and I guess Rachel will be helping to count.
Track of how many people.
Put your hand up.
Oh, yeah, or you
Sharon?
could use the reaction. Yeah.
Yes, there's a question.
Yeah,
Shall we react?
under participants, you could put down raise hand there, and might be easier to count.
We decided we'd rather do it this way, because some people who have difficulties trying to find all these things. So for easier to say the old-fashioned way, raise your hand. Okay, if you're planning to go, definitely planning to attend. Okay. Susan, are you planning to attend?
Thanks. It looks about 12.
12.
Oh,
Okay.
plus me, 13.
13. Okay. All right. The second question is the number of members who may attend, meaning it's maybe. You're maybe, you're a maybe, you're not sure. Okay. Can you raise your hand? If you might be interested, but you're not sure if you want to go. Okay.
3. 5.
5. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Now the convention is actually Saturday, all day Saturday, and half a day on Sunday. And so sometimes people want to go in early, so they want to know how many people will be arriving on Friday, which is a day prior to the convention. You have a choice. You can come in Friday, and spend the time during that day doing whatever you want to do, sightseeing, whatever, or you can just come in early Saturday morning for the convention only. So that's the question they're asking. How many will be arriving on Friday? I'm not even sure. I think I'm going to put my hand up.
She'll put it up, Sharon.
10.
10.
11.
11.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah.
11. Okay. All right. Next question. Number of members who will be staying at the Maui Beach Hotel. I mean, you don't have to stay there if you don't want to, but that's a budget hotel. So, if you don't want to spend too much money. But if you want to go to another hotel, you're free to, or you can stay with relatives if you want to stay with relatives or friends. But if you're planning to stay with the Maui Beach, can you raise your hand?
5, 6, 7. 12.
Okay. All right. Thank you. The next question, the number of members who will be staying at the convention hotel and who will need transportation. In other words, you don't have a car. If you need transportation, and I think that will also include getting transportation to and from the airport. Okay. I think I need transportation.
9.
9. Okay, thank you. And the last question, the number of members who may be staying at another hotel or another location, knowing that they will need to provide their own transportation. So in other words, you're not going to be staying at the Maui Beach, and you might have your own car, or you might have someone taking you. So if you don't need any transportation, can you please raise your hand?
Five.
5. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, this will help the planning committee just so they have a gives them a ballpark figure to work with, so they know what they have to how they can accommodate us during this convention. And those of you who still haven't thought about going, you can still change your mind, because I mean it's still a year away. So we haven't turned in any kind of numbers, definite things yet. So keep that in mind. I mean, it's a fun time to get together with the rest of your BWA Ohana and get to know each other better. Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Sharon.
Mhm.
This brings us to the announcements section of our agenda. And if you look at the agenda that was sent out, included in the announcements are not only our BWA events, but also some of the services and other activities from the Hawaii Betsuin. Our next general membership meeting is April 18th, 2020. Rimban, if you are still here, could you give us a closing?
Excuse me, Cindy, isn't that
Yes.
April 18th,
Oh,
2021?
I'm sorry, you're right,
2020.
2021.
Yeah.
Thank you
Okay.
for the correction.
So many things to cover.
Limban isn't here. Let's see.
Hagio can do it.
Mrs. Hagio, are you still here? Yes. Could you please do a closing for us?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's recite the Nembutsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Meeting is adjourned. Our next part is a new member initiation. And we are running behind our anticipated schedule. So I think that that'll take us to about 10:30, which is the time that we were thinking that we would end the entire program. So from 10:30 on, we will start our New Year's gathering for those who would be able to stay. So Sharon?
Good morning, everyone. It's my pleasure to introduce and welcome 5 new members who joined our BWA in 2020. Our apologies to those new members for not recognizing them sooner, as we usually do at our year-end gathering, which was not possible last year. So I'm so happy to announce that our new members show the diversity and inclusiveness of our BWA. Our first new member is Koki Atchison. Koki was born in Seattle, Washington, and is the daughter of Dave and Penny Atchison. She grew up attending services at Seattle Betsuin and in 2011 moved to Hawaii with her parents. Koki graduated from Pacific Buddhist Academy and Colorado College with a BA degree in environmental services. She currently works as a coconut rhinoceros beetle response outreach specialist. Wow, that's a mouthful. So if you see those black traps hanging from trees, they're catching the coconut rhinoceros beetles. So be on the lookout for them. Okay, Koki enjoys sewing and learning about plants and stays healthy by surfing and eating good food. A fun fact about Koki is that she is a Pisces and is very proud of it. Our second new member is Leo Danaher. Leo was born in Norfolk. I hope I said your name correctly, Norfolk, Virginia, and received his bachelor's degree at the U.S. Coast Guard Academy in New London, Connecticut, and his master's degree at Georgetown University, Washington, D.C. He is married to Kay, who's sitting next to him, Kay Izumihara, who joined our BWA in 2019, and he attends Sunday services with her. Leo is a commander in the U.S. Coast Guard and has 17 years of active service. He enjoys hiking, cooking, and triathlons. Well, a real athlete. 2 fun facts about Leo are that he circumnavigated the Earth by ship in 2005, and he can wiggle his ears. Can you do that for us? Okay. Okay. All right. Our third new member is Kimberly Harsanyi. Kimberly, please correct me if I said your last name wrong. Okay. Kimberly joined BWA after the first general meeting in January of 2020. She was born in Bethesda, Maryland, and graduated from Cox High School in Virginia Beach, Virginia, and from the College of William and Mary in Williamsburg, Virginia. She is married to Gary Harsanyi and has 3 children, 2 teenage daughters, and a 4-year-old son who is in pre-kindergarten at Honganji Mission School. When she is not working in provider services at HMSA, Kimberly enjoys reading, hiking, going to the beach, gardening, birding, camping, and traveling. Wow, a lot of interests. A fun fact about Kimberly is that she joined the Betsuin after going on a temple tour during Bon Dance. She looks forward to the day of in-person services and meeting more BWA members. Our fourth new member is now no stranger to most of us, and that is Ralston Nagata. Ralston was born in Hilo, Hawaii. He attended Hilo Honganji along with his 4 siblings and graduated from Hilo High School. He has many classmates that are part of our BWA too. Ralston has 2 children, Todd and Celeste, and is the proud grandfather of 3 grandchildren, ages 18, 14, and 6 months old. Ralston is a longtime member of the Hawaii Betsuin and is a retiree from the state of Hawaii Department of Land and Natural Resources as the state parks administrator. He enjoys bon dance, karaoke, gardening, and watching Japanese television programs. A fun fact about Ralston is that during bon dance season, you may see him on the Yagura singing for the Iwakuni bon dance group. And our last new member is Raynell Omura. Raynell was born in Honolulu and graduated from Kailua High School and Kapiolani Community College. And most of us know her as being Alice Omura's niece and also Charlene Tom's cousin. She has 3 children, Shauna, Lance, and Dean, and 2 grandchildren, Leah, age 11, and Reese, age 7, and is married to Dana Ishibashi. Raynell just retired last year after working 28 years as a food service worker at Punahou School. She enjoys patchwork quilting, karaoke, and still to be uncovered hobbies now that she is retired. A fun fact about Raynell is that people think that she can cook or likes to cook because of her 28 years as a food service worker. Unfortunately, she is allergic to burn gel and consequently stays as far away from the heat as possible. So I'd like to welcome all our new members by having a short initiation done by our minister advisor, Reverend Toyokazu Hagio. Reverend Hagio?
Yes, let's see. This mute. Okay.
Okay.
Congratulations to enter our members. You the new members of the Buddhist Women's Association, BWA of Hawaii Betsuin, in joining the organizations, take upon yourselves certain responsibilities toward your fellow members and temple. For new members, are you determined to do your part as a faithful member of the BWA, following earnestly the teaching of the Buddha and working harmoniously for realization of the Buddhist brotherhood? So now, new members, please repeat after me. We join the Betsuin BWA. We join the Betsuin BWA, realizing our responsibilities, and determined to our best, to be a good Buddhist. My turn. May the wisdom of Amida Buddha so shine within our heart and mind that the mist of error and the foolish vanity of self may be dispelled. So shall we vigorously lead the life of thankfulness and service to others. So please, right now, please put your hand together in a show and recite the Nembutsu 3 times. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu.
Namo Amida Butsu.
Okay, thank you for joining our BWA.
I noticed we all didn't make the pledge.
Yeah. Thank you, Reverend Hagio. And congratulations to our newly initiated members. Yes, Ralston, I should have given you folks the script. Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Excuse me, Sharon, can I take a quick picture?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, everybody, or the 6 of you, and Reverend, smile.
Can we have Noreen come in too? Because Noreen is in the committee.
Oh yes, sorry. Hang on. Don't smile yet. Hang on.
Okay.
Anybody? Oh, Sharon, you too, yeah?
Yeah.
Sorry. Who am I
Okay.
missing? Is that everybody?
Yeah. Okay. All right.
All right, ready, and
Smile.
1, 2, and 3. Smile, Ralston, smile. All right, I got it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Again, let's give a round of applause to our new members. We're looking forward to we're happy that you're able to join us. And we're looking forward to seeing you maybe, hopefully, not only in Zoom meetings, but hopefully in person sometime soon. So again, congratulations and thank you for joining our BWA. Okay.
Thank you, Sharon.
Okay.
I think for this next piece, we have Joe DeMarais.
Thank you, Cindy, and thank you, Sharon. This is Joe. I want to greet everyone with the warmest aloha and thank you for all attending this morning. We're going to be having a little bit of fun now that we've done all the hard work. So as your duly installed first vice president, be kind to me, please. Anyway, we'll be starting our Shinyan Kai, which is a Japanese New Year gathering, in about 2 minutes.
There you go. Thanks.
Please use the break time to get a beverage of your choice, as we will be toasting the new year. For those of you who made the New Year Daruma doll based on the instructions we sent out, please bring that with you also. We're going to be sharing those. So take your 2-minute break and the timer starts now. Welcome back, everyone. So as we start our Shinyan-kai celebration, I'd like to give you a little bit of the history of the celebration. New Year's tradition in Japan it's this way of celebrating a year through a group celebration. So people get together to express their gratitude for one another for the new year. This tradition started in the 15th century during the Muromachi period as gatherings to express one's thanks for each other. At that time, the party was known as no-kai, or great achievement. Later on in the 18th century, a new word was appearing in writings and was since then known as Bonenkai, or year-end party. And a Shinenkai is the same type of celebration. The Shinenkai includes some of the New Year's activities, such as drinking sake, but we did not send sake out to each of you, so you'll have to provide your own. Now we're going to share in a video with you that is highlighting a New Year song and to help get us into a festive mood. We have a short video and we invite you to please sing along. Follow the lyrics. They are both in Japanese and Romanized Japanese. The English translation will be at the bottom of the slides. We will play the video twice. Please mute your audio and sing along privately in the privacy of your homes the second time the video is played. May we have the video, please? Oh, I like that. Good job, everyone. I'm sure that was enlightened you and lifted your spirits. So our next activity is going to focus on the Daruma doll. And if you look behind me, you can see other side, my own Daruma, which actually I rescued from one of the bazaars many, many years ago. The Daruma is part of the New Year tradition in Japan. The Make It Home Daruma activity we're having this morning was created especially for our BWA members by Charlene Kihara, our new BWA secretary. Charlene is going to introduce you to some history of the Daruma and other activities focused on the Daruma doll. Charlene?
Oh, Charlene, have to unmute.
I'm sorry. In Japan, the Daruma is a beloved piece of Japanese folklore. The Daruma doll is a hollow, round, traditional Japanese doll modeled after Bodhidharma, an Indian monk who spread Buddhist teachings across China. He is regarded as the founder of the Zen school of Buddhism. The concept of Daruma doll is that the owner colors in one of the doll's eyes when setting a goal. When the goal is achieved, the person colors in the other eye. For the Daruma, only the left eye would be filled in. After you achieve your goal or your wish comes true, you would draw the right eye in. The wish granting idea started in Japan when Buddhism was introduced in 553 AD. For the BWA, the Daruma motif represents our wish for the future, where we can maintain the values taught to us by our teachers, Shinran, Ishida, and Renyo, and create an organization which is supportive and inclusive to all of our Sangha. We created a Daruma craft activity for all BWA members to enjoy, even those who may not be able to or wish to join us on Zoom. It was designed as a mottainai project. The Japanese word mottainai incorporates the concept of appreciation for resources and materials and repurposing and reusing them so as not to waste them. We hope that you enjoyed making the Daruma and thinking about your goals for the new year. And if you did not make a Daruma, that you will be inspired to make one. Let us share our good wishes for each other by toasting the new year. So if you have a beverage next to you, please hold up your beverage and your Daruma that you made. Okay, can't see everybody. Good job, everybody. Okay.
Thank you.
Don't drink your beverage yet. We'll take a screenshot of everybody.
Oh, it's done. Screenshot is done.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Okay, now we will toast. Cheers, kanpai, and thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Shar. That was awesome. Now we're going to have some Vegas kind fun. We have door prizes that have been most generously donated, and we want to thank all of those folks who were kind enough to donate door prizes.
Oh, you need more time? Yes. Sorry. I'm sorry, we need a little more time for the door prizes.
Okay.
Okay.
So could people who made the Daruma show it again? I kind of missed that part. Oh, wonderful. So nice.
Can we have a screenshot so we can see each other's Daruma?
Yeah, let me take one now.
Hold the Daruma up like closer. Yeah, so it's maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Thank you. Okay, next group, I'm taking a picture now. Thank you. Okay. Were the instructions easy for you folks to understand? Were you able to do it with the instructions I gave?
Yeah, very good.
Okay,
Easy.
thank you.
Easy to understand, but hard to draw an oval freehand.
So in that case, use a plate or lid, something round, and just make a circle. And then you can do the daruma that way.
So how are we doing with our door prize setup?
We're still working on it. So let me do we can do our thank yous, and then maybe at the end we had so many door prizes, we're having trouble and we're doing this with a random selection software. So anyway, we're having a bit of a trouble filling in our screen for that. But maybe I can just thank everyone for participating and coming to our Shinenkai event. This is the Year of the Ox, and the Year of the Ox card that was sent to you in the mail, that was the cover art was done by Fujiko Motobu, and the graphic design for the card itself with the inside, that was our treasurer Don Nabeshima who worked on it. And I just like to read the ox characteristics as we welcome the Year of the Ox. And if anyone is in the Year of the Ox, if you might want to raise your hand. I know Rimban said that he was, and also I believe Florence. Ox characteristics: you are humble, loyal, gentle, reliable, responsible, hardworking, and trustworthy. So thank you for joining us today. I have a screen to thank the people who were part of our Shinenkai Planning Committee, and then also to the people who are our prize donors. So if you could just hold on for a moment, I'll pull that up.
For those who are able to, Koki put a question in the chat. If you're able to participate in the chat, what are some of the goals and wishes that you set when you made your Daruma?
Okay, we're ready with the door prizes. So for this part, Lian Wang will help us read the names of the door prize winners.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. The $25 Target gift card is for Shirley Kang. Do I read it all? Long's $25 gift card, Tomiko Mohiden. Another Long's $25 card, Kimberly
Harsanya.
Hassani. Another 25 for Junko Hagio. And the last $25 gift card, Ruth Tokumi. And the $25 Murakai gift card is Tomoko Kono Hirayama and Christine Kamakahi. One $25 Foodland gift card, Fusaye Kiyokawa. And there's 4 Foodland $10 gift card, Sharon Yokoyama, Renal Omura, Amy Hirahata Goto, and Charlene Kihara. There's
Joy Nishi.
I can't get it to move up. I can't read it. Sorry. Oh, and the last one, last $10 Foodland gift card, Joy Nishida. There's 3 Liliha Bakery $20 gift card, Charlene Tom, Barbara Brennan, Eleanor Hewitt, and 4 Starbark $10 gift card, Noreen Lim, Janet Honda, Claire Groom, and Hanayo Shimabukuro. Congratulations, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you, Leanne. At this time, I would like to congratulate all of our door prize winners, and it's my understanding the cards will be mailed to you. Is that correct, Cindy?
Yes.
Okay, so you can expect to receive those in the mail. Again, mahalo plenty to our door prize donor contributors. And as we are nearing the end of our first annual Shinenkai celebration, I want to wish all of you a healthy, happy new year. And please, as soon as you can, get your COVID vaccination. You'll save lives, okay? At this time, I'd like to turn it back over to Cindy for any closing remarks.
So you saw our list of acknowledgements. I want to thank the people in our planning committee and also to our generous donors for helping to make our first virtual Shinenkai a celebratory, somewhat joyful event. I'd like to thank our immediate past president, Diane Ida, for her leadership. And to you, our BWA members, thank you for your support during 2020. We look forward to your continued goodwill in 2021. This is the end of our program. Please have an enjoyable Sunday. We hope that you will watch the Sunday service that was premiered on YouTube and is available to view for recording. Thank you very much. We look forward to seeing you at our next meeting and at some of our events, our virtual marketplace and other events that we're planning. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, Cindy-san. お疲れ様でした。
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you,
New
Cindy.
Year.
Good job, Cindy.
Thank you, Cindy.
Nice
Thanks,
job.
everyone.
Thank you to all. Happy New Year all around.
Bye.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you to everyone for a great meeting, great activity. Thank
Great
you.
way to start the year.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Stay safe, healthy, and positive as we move on into
Yes.
our 2021.
That's right.
Thanks again, dear.
Thank you, Carol.
Hope to see you soon.
Yes, I do hope so. I
Hope
love to be able
so.
to gather in normalcy again.
I know.
Okay, thank you, dear.
Thank you.
Now leaving.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.